get a good look at it now because it will not look like this at the end of this video. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Queer Girl Straight Skates. I'm Rebel, and today I'm doing something very exciting. That is, I am competing with Leanna, who is the artist at Moxi Roller Skates, and we are going to do our best to try and turn this Rainbow Rider into something completely different than what it looks like right now. Queer Girl Straight Skates! Queer Girl Straight Skates is a YouTube channel all about roller skating. So if you like roller skating, or if you want to start roller skating, then I highly recommend that you subscribe and hit that notification bell because I put out new videos every week. Now this week is a very special video, and the reason why it's special is because I am upgrading this Rainbow Rider and I am simultaneously competing with someone else. AKA on Moxi Roller Skates YouTube channel, Leanna, their graphic designer and resident artist, is also decorating a Rainbow Rider, and we're gonna see what the difference is between someone who's a professional artist and someone who has absolutely zero experience, minus just randomly throwing some paint and dye on some skates before previously, AKA me. So, at the end of these videos, we're actually going to give away both of these skates. So put down below like the best comment, the funniest that you can think of, and someone who comments on this video is gonna win these skates. Will they be a tragic mess? Potentially. Is it still a fun adventure and totally worth it? 1000%. I am nervous, I am excited, and I am ready to go. I don't actually know the correct way to do all of this, but I did my best to look on Angelus's website and do a little bit of research, and so I'm doing my best based off of what I found on the internet. And you could do this too if you had a pair of skates. But the most important thing when you're doing this with a pair of skates is to look up like what the type of material that your skate is made out of first, because I have previously painted skates, but they were all suede. I've suede dyed and I've also painted suede, but I have never done any sort of painting on vinyl. Now, I am very, very grateful because Angelus decided to donate some paints for us to do this project. Angelus is by far, in my opinion, the very best for when it comes to painting suede, customizing shoes, customizing skates, all of those things. I've previously made videos in which I just put glitter on skates, and I used Angelus glitter light paint. It was amazing, so I'm hoping that the results today will reflect the same kind of experience. Now, I need you to know that I'm absolutely not an expert at all, even kind of. I just did some research on the internet, I read Angelus's page, and that's what I'm going off of. So don't get mad at me if I'm doing this wrong. Okay, so the first thing, I am not going to tell you my plan, but what I will tell you is the colors that I have. So you can see them right here. I have a black and a white, I have a gold, a yellow, a red, a copper, and then some glitters, red, orange, gold, and black glitter. And we are going to attack this skate. But the first thing that we need to do before we attack the skate is we need to strip it on down. So we're gonna make the skate naked, and then we're gonna get started. Okay, so I've stripped down this skate to almost nothing. I left the toe stop on there because honestly, toe stops just take a lot to get it on and off, and I'm fine with using it as a way to hold it up when it's super wet. The first thing that I'm gonna do, and this is according to, you know, someone on the internet, is I'm gonna use this leather prepare or deglazer. And what I'm doing is I'm taking a cloth and I'm using this and I'm gonna rub slowly in circular motions, and it should take off the factory finish, and hopefully it will remove the paint, and that is what I am hoping. So let's do it. I am nervous about this because I have not tested this ahead of time. This is really just, we're just fully going for it right now. This is what it looks like. It's like an empty Rainbow Rider. It's like a sunshine. So this is one side, and this is what the side that I've taken off looks like. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take off all of the rest of the paint, and then we're gonna come back and go at it again. All right, we now have two completely blank sunshine yellow skates. And the next thing that we're gonna do is we're actually gonna do a little bit of sanding. So I'm gonna sand the skates down a little bit, and the reason why that is because I'm gonna try and create a little bit of texture, which will hopefully make the paint stick a little bit better. Okay, we have two sanded shoes, two sanded skates. Oh my God, I'm so nervous. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna sketch out the design. So the design is that I'm putting flames all the way around the bottom. Right now I'm just using a silver Sharpie, and that's because that I think is what's gonna show up the best for me.
No.
So I'm gonna start with red, and I'm gonna kind of outline it a little bit, and we're gonna see how it goes. We've got starter level flames on each of our skates. Copper color, this metallic copper. So I'm gonna use this as a stand-in for an orange paint. Definitely thinking back on it, I probably should have taped off this bottom part. So recommend doing more taping than I'm doing right now, which is clearly none. Okay, so we're using black to go on in here. I am like going through and making sure that the paint that I put on here earlier isn't too thick. So if I notice there's a spot where it's really thick, I'm going in and kind of brushing it out a little bit, because I don't want this to like I just don't want it to chip all over the place, you know? Okay, so the part we're at now is taking the black and covering the rest of the top of the area. I don't know, these are pretty cool. I guess I better keep them and not give them away. Just kidding, I'll still give them away. But you better have a really good comment or else no one's gonna win them. What do I mean by best comment? I don't know, you know those comments that you're like, oh my god, that was the best comment ever? That's the one that's gonna win these skates. Let's just go for it. Let's just do it. Let's do some black glitter and see how it looks and see how it turns out. Because currently, I have no idea how it's gonna look or turn out. Like, zero clue. I have zero idea. I feel like it's gonna work, but that doesn't mean jack shit, you know what I mean? Alright, this is the glitter lights. Okay, so it's definitely watery, and I wasn't expecting that. So, I'm just gonna pat it on and see how it goes. Okay, so it's definitely not coming out glittery like I wanted it to. I think we're gonna have to take a step back and reevaluate the plan and come back to it, because right now this is not the business, and that's very concerning. Okay, so this glitter lights, what I'm learning is that this glitter lights works a lot better on leather than it does on vinyl, which makes sense because it is a literal leather paint. I know because this is what I use to dye my gold skates or paint my gold skates, and there's a video of me doing that live. And it was wild and random, and it was definitely not the same as this experience. I'm very glad that I put red down first, because I feel like that makes it look good. The first time I tried dyeing my skates, I tried dyeing my skates using hair dye because I had read somewhere that that works. I'll give you a hint, it does not work. I mean, it does work, it dyes it, but let me tell you that Angelus, just using Angelus dye is so much better. Like, I should have just done that in the first place. Because as soon as I actually got the Angelus dye, I was like, wow, this is significantly better. Like, the quality is so much better. The hair dye, it was very, like, patchy. Came out very patchy. Let's also do, this was my plan for the top, was to use the red on this red fabric up here. And I think we're going to see, like, a big difference. Yeah, that's how, okay, so this is what I was expecting it to look like On the actual skate, it doesn't look like that, but that's okay. Because it looks like that on here now. Because I think it just soaks it up. It's like, yum, 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 glitter. Give me more. Give me more. Okay, so I have officially finished painting these skates. I also have left them out for several hours. I left them out overnight and they are now dry. The next thing that I need to do now that they are painted, and I'm so happy with how they came out. I was so nervous. There were so many spots along the way that I was like, ah, what's happening? But the next thing that I need to do is I'm actually gonna use this high gloss acrylic finisher. This high gloss acrylic finisher is made to make it so it seals in all of the paint. And then after I use that high gloss acrylic finisher, which I'm just gonna paint on there, I'm gonna then let it dry some more. And I'm gonna use this water and stain repellent, and that should pretty much seal in everything. And so I'm gonna do that really quickly right now. Okay, we have not only done the acrylic finisher, we have also waited to let that dry. We sprayed it and sealed in everything. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna decide and put together the rest of the setup. We're gonna put these wheels back on it, these blue wheels. And then instead of doing the regular Rainbow Rider laces, I'm gonna choose, okay, so this is what she looks like with the blue wheels. I think the blue wheels are a touch, but if I was the person who won these skates, I would switch them out for some red wheels. I think red wheels would look super awesome on these skates. One of these two, I have like a sparkle copper, and I have a checkered one. And I feel like the checkered one is so cute. It just makes it like, yeah, I'm definitely going with the checkered one because it makes it look like a Hot Wheel. And I love that. So we're gonna put these checkered laces on.
Your eyes tell me that you don't wanna leave just yet. No, my eyes agree. It's almost like when we first met. Oh, I don't care, it's getting too late. I want you and I can't wait. Don't wanna spend a minute without you. I know.
Oh my goodness, the final product. Wow, okay, I really thought this was gonna look terrible, and it looks so good, and I'm so proud of myself. So yeah, so best comment wins these skates. You're gonna be so cool. Yeah, so best comment wins these skates. We're gonna check back in a week and the winner will be chosen next week. Go ahead and watch Leanna's video because let me tell you, even though these are freaking cool, theirs are way cooler. So check that out. Comment on theirs because also giving away those skates. The only rules are that you have to be in the continental United States and also you can't win both of the skates. So you won't be chosen both and you have to be subscribed to both Moxi Roller Skates and Queer Girl Straight Skates YouTube channels. Thanks so much for watching this YouTube video. Thanks so much for your support. I'm really proud of this. I hope that this inspires you to go, just go get some Rainbow Riders and upgrade them because this was actually so fun. This makes me feel so happy. I'm a little sad I have to give them away, but I'm so happy that someone else is going to ride these beautiful babies. And if you want to support me, you can go to cheerstothequeers.com and buy some cute accessories or something that sparks a little joy in your heart. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next week with another video. I love you all, and most importantly, cheers to the queers!
Every time